Fire in the hole! Let's cook some carne asada. Stay tuned. Now let's marinate it first. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. What I got going on for you today is this is some what they call flat meat. It's also known as inside skirt or I don't know, outside skirt. I can't remember which, but anyway, it's just like a skirt steak, but it's called flat meat. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to marinate it. So we got to make a marinade for this meat. And for that I need my little ninja chopper over here. And into my ninja chopper we go with 6 cloves of garlic. And don't worry about trying to remember this because I'll put a recipe in the description so you can look at it at your leisure. And then we got 2 nice limes, which I'm gonna squeeze the juice of 2 limes into there. Limes don't have a lot of juice in them, that's why I'm using 2. To get as much of that juice as I can in there. Squeeze it on out of there. Lime juice, good stuff. Okay, almost got half of one done. Here's the other half. Bear with me. We're going to get this lime juice in there. Yeah, it's hard to squeeze, but yeah, you see, you get the idea. That's 1. Let's make it 2. Juice of 2 limes. 2 small limes. If these were any larger, we would need more, but we got, that's enough juice of limes right there. Get some more of that juice of that lime in there. Get it going on. Oh yeah, good stuff. It smells great already. Garlic and lime really goes together. So we got the juice of 2 limes and 6 cloves of garlic, 6 large cloves of garlic. Then to that we're going to add, get that out of there. Come on, it's slippery. It's like slippery limes, like slippery chicken. You ever heard of him? There we go. Okay, that's the limes. That's enough of limes. Anyway, now we've got some olive oil. This is the olive oil that Papa Texas gave me. And you're not going to be able to see it unless I get it in the sun right here. This is roasted garlic olive oil. And we need about, I'm going to say about a half a cup of that. You know, I don't measure anything. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description for a recipe for this in case you want to try to make it yourself. But we got that lime juice, garlic, and that roasted garlic olive oil. This recipe is all about garlic. Okay, what's next? We got some honey. Clover honey. Of course, we want about a tablespoon of clover honey in there. That's good stuff. Okay, what's next? Then we got some soy sauce. About a tablespoon of soy sauce in there. That'll give it some good color and flavor. Soy sauce. We're almost done. Okay. Now, we've got some, hope you can see that, Ancho Chili Pepper. This is the key to this marinade because this is what's going to give it its color and its good flavor. We need about a tablespoon of Ancho Chili Powder. Right there, like that. That's a tablespoon of Ancho Chili Powder. That's good stuff. If you've never had Ancho Chili Powder, I think you should try it. I think it's really good. Then I've got some salt, pepper, and garlic. This is my Root Boy Rub #1 that I make. And it's basically salt, pepper, and garlic. So I told you this was all about the garlic. So we've got a double dose of garlic in there, in that chopper. And then I've got the whole bunch of cilantro. Fresh cilantro that I'm going to cut up and put in the mini food chopper. As much of this cilantro as I can get in there. As much as I can cram in there. Cilantro. I love cilantro. I love the smell of it. I love the taste of it. Some people don't like it, but I love it. I love cilantro. So I got to get as much of that in there as I can. Here comes some more of it. Okay. That's a good bit of cilantro right there. Okay, let me get that all in there. And let me turn up the music while I chop this all up. Okay, let me clean up my mess here and get that meat back over here. Where's my meat? Get my chopper out of here. Get my meat back in the picture. And we're going to pour this all over that meat. And this is the marinade for our Carne Asada. Carne Asada means marinated beef. I'm going to pour that whole thing in there. Every drop. Get it all over that meat. I'm going to flip that around, make sure it covers all the meat, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. I need to get the rest of that out of there somehow. Anyway, there you go. You get the idea. That's the marinade for the Carne Asada. We're going to smoosh it all over the meat. Tomorrow we'll come back and grill it. So stay tuned. My Carne Asada has been in the marinade all night. It's looking beautiful. We're going to put it right on directly on the hot coals. Just like that. Couple of minutes on each side. That's all we need. Some nice smoking fire on there. Let it cook a couple of minutes. Looks good enough to eat already. Let me get that cooked up and then I'll show you how we slice it up. Stay tuned. So I'm ready to carve up my Carne Asada, and I've got it cut into pieces about this big. You notice the grain's running this way? You want to turn it like this and slice it against the grain like this. Into pieces, strips about that long, like that. Let me get another piece over here, and we'll keep going with that. Cut off another piece, about 4 inches, I guess, about 4-inch piece of that meat, like that. And we're going to cut it against the grain on an angle, like that. Beautiful, isn't it? Nice and juicy. Cooked just right. Oh yeah, look at that. Don't that look good? Okay, let me get that sliced up and plated up, and I'll get a beer, and we'll drink a beer and have a taste of this awesome Carne Asada. Stay tuned. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug, and here's today's beer. In honor of our Mexican feast, we're having some Corona Familiar, Las Cervezas Más Fina. That means the best beer going. I remember when Corona first came out, when you'd go any place and order a Corona, they would bring you a bottle of Corona and they would stick a lime in top of it like that. And I asked the bartender, I said, why do they put that lime in there? He said, well, that's to keep the flies out. So I'm going to drop that lime in my Root Boy mug, and I'm going to pour out this Corona Familiar, which I guess is just like regular Corona. And there it is. Corona, I believe, it says imported beer made in Mexico. I don't know if it's a lager or an ale or what. But there it is. There's my Corona with my lime floating in it. Corona Familiar. Now let's get a taste of that. There's no froth to quaff, Lassa. We'll just have to drink it. Let's just drink it, Lassa. What do you think? Corona tastes the same anytime you drink it. And I don't know what the ABV is. I don't think they have to. In Mexico, they don't care. They don't print it on there. Anyway, that's some Mexican beer. Let's get my Carne Asada over here and get a taste of it. Stay tuned. Okay, the way to eat Carne Asada is you get a tortilla like this. Nice hot tortilla. It's a little too hot, actually. Get it in your hand, and you get some of that meat. Ow! Darn, that tortilla is hot. Oh, I miscalculated on that one, huh? Okay, well, I get my tortilla, And we get some of that meat and put it in that tortilla like that. That nice generous helping of that in there. And you can put whatever you want on there. You could put some sour cream or some pico de gallo or some guacamole. I'm just going to put some of this habanero mango hot sauce that Rivet Gardner sent me. This stuff is awesome, Rivet. I love it. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of that on there. It's kind of sweet, kind of hot, really good. And I'm going to take a taste of my Carne Asada, which is really looking excellent. Let me get a bite of that. That's the best. That's the best way to enjoy skirt steak or flat meat, whatever you want to call it. Perfectly cooked, just the way I like it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Corona Extra. It tastes the same all over the world. Good stuff. Well, that's my video, babies. You know what I always say, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up and see a new guy I found. I think the name of the channel is Hey Grill Hey or something like that, or Hey Let's Get Grillin', or Hey Grill something, or Go to Grillin'. Anyway, he's only got a few videos. He needs subscribers. He needs some support. So let's go up and say hello to him. Tell him the Root Boy sent you. And as always, we may not cook anything good next week, but we will drink a beer. That's not what I always say. What I always say is, come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. It's Corona. Corona is Corona. It's the same beer everywhere, anytime you drink it. It's good. It's good beer. It's not what I'm used to. It's not like an IPA. It's kind of light. Anyway, that's my video, babies. Carne Asada. Try this recipe. You'll love it. The beautiful marinade, the beautiful meat. Give it a spritz of lime juice. Just a little spritz of lime on there. Makes it good. Okay? See ya. Bye.